Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. My name is Haris Naufal. So me and my group mate will be presenting about our group project, which is we call as Stigma Gangs Catering. So I will explain about our project summary. So for our project, we focus on solving a common problem, which is choosing catering for events like birthdays, weddings, or office gatherings. Usually, planning this event is fun, but when it comes to choosing a catering package, it can get stressful. There are just too many choices, from menus, to different prices, to different services, and it takes time to compare everything. As students, we have experienced this problem too, and we thought, why not we create a system to make this process easier? So our idea is to build a program that lets users compare catering package faster and more easily, so they don't get overwhelmed and can make better decisions without wasting time. So moving on, now we go to the objective of this project. So the main goal of this project is to create a user-friendly program using C++ that help users choose the best catering package. Users can input things like their budget, how many guests they have, and what kind of menu they want. Then, our program will suggest suitable package and calculate the total cost. To build this program, we use basic concepts we learned in class like input, output, decision making, loops, function, and arrays. These projects not only solve a real-life problem, but also give us the opportunity to apply what we have learned in CSE 126 to a practical situation.
Hi, I'm Izati and I will explain to you about the analysis of input, process and output for the Sigma Gangs catering. What is input? Input is a data or information the user enter a computer program in order to make it run. For the Sigma Gangs catering, there are 4 types of information need to be obtained from the customer. It is written in variable names and their data types. The first one is customer name. The data type for customer name is string. The second one is order count. The data type for it is integer. The third one is packs. The data types is also integer. And the last one is add-on. The data type for this one is Now for the process, there are 4 process included in this project. The first one is the selection of the type of package. It is to choose the type of package the customer want. There is no specific formula for it. The second one is calculation of subtotal. It is to calculate the subtotal, and the formula for the calculation is price multiplied with packs. And the third one, the calculation of tax. It is to calculate the tax, which is 4%. In the formula, the 4% convert to 0.04. So the formula for calculation of tax is subtotal multiplied with 0.04. And for the last one is the calculation of total. It is to calculate total. So the formula is subtotal plus tax. And for output, what is output? Output is the information a computer or device will display, print, or transmit into another device. In this case, the output will be the receipt of the order. So there are 6 output for this Sigma Gangs catering. It is written in their variable name and data type. The first one is customer name. The data string is string. The data type is string. The next one is package name. The data type is also string. And the third one is total order, which the data type was written in integer. The fourth one is subtotal. For this one, the data type is float. And then the fifth one is text. It is also, the data type is also float. And lastly is total, which the data type is also float. So this is all the thing that will display on the receipt of the order.
I don't understand now how this program works.
Hi, my name is Mar, and don't worry, because now I will explain the full flowchart that we have designed for our Sigma Gains Catering program. So here, if you can see, this is our full flowchart, and I will explain from start until the end. First, when the program starts, this program will begin by display 3 catering package to the customer, which is A or B or C. And each package have their package name and also price per pack. For package A is for standard at 12 ringgit per pack. For package B is for deluxe at 18 ringgit per pack. Package C for premium at 22 ringgit per pack. Next, the customer is required to input their name, choose a package type, and also enter the number of pack and choose add-on if they want or they don't. For the package type, the customer need to select which package type that they want. Then the program will check which packet type was selected. If they choose yes, then the price and package name will be appear. Then the program will continue. So, if they choose A, then the price is set to 12 ringgit and the name and the package name becomes standard will be appear. Same goes to B and C. If it's B, the price is 18 ringgit and the name is deluxe. If it's C, the price is 22 ringgit and the name is premium. If no, means none of this match with our package type, which is the customer did not choose A or B or C. For example, they type something else. The program will display invalid package type. And the program will end, so they need to re-enter back the program. But if they choose the correct package type, then the program will continue. Once the selection is ready, the program will continue to calculate the subtotal, tax, and total price using the following formulas. For subtotal is equal price times with pack. For tax, it need 4% of subtotal. For total is equal with subtotal plus tax. This subtotal, tax, and total price will be displayed along with the customer name, package name, and total pack on the receipt. After that, the program will ask the customer, add an order. If the customer answers yes, the process will repeat from the beginning. And this is where the looping structure is applied in this program. If the customer answers no, the loop will end and the program will display a summary of all orders that will appear on the receipt. The summary will include total orders, total price, average, highest, and lowest order values. Then after that, thank you for supporting Sigma Gains Catering will be displayed on the receipt. Then the program ends. In conclusion, this flowchart represents the logic of a complete catering program that use both selection and grouping structure. It ensures the process is efficient, accurate, and user-friendly for handling multiple orders. So that's all from me.
I will explain to you about the source code of the Sigma Games catering programming. So, from the line 1 to 8, it is a command. The computer will not read it, and it is just an information for the user. For line 10 until 11, it is a library which is include IOStream and include IOmoney. Under it is using namespace std. Then for the line 14 until 15, it is a function declaration. This function declaration is written by value because there is data type before the variable name, which is float calculate total. Inside we have float price, integer packs, float and subtotal, and lastly float and text. Both the symbol of n for both subtotal and text indicate that both of them are passed by reference. And then at the line 18 until 19, it is about integer main. It is main function which indicate the starting point of the coding. For the line 22 until 28, it was a declaration. All the variable name inside the coding need to be declared. So we have string customer name and string package name, char package type and char add-on, integer packs and integer order count equal to 0, float price, float subtotal, float text and float total. For the line 27 until 28, it is an array declaration which is const integer max equal to 100 and float total order in bracket max. Now for the line 13 until 34, it is a package type. This will be displayed on the screen to give the information for the customer about the package type that are being provided by the Sigma Games Catering. We have Sigma Games Catering package. Then next line, new line, out A standard, A for standard, which is 12 ringgit per packs, and then new line, out B for deluxe, 18 ringgit per packs, new line, and lastly out C for premium, 22 ringgit per packs. And then next line, for line 36 until 37, it is input which we need customer to give information. For example, we need the information of the customer. And then for the line 42 until 49, it is still an input, but we have do, which means it is a loop. This loop will continue to looping until it meets its condition. Inside the loop, we have out new order, out enter package type A or B or C, and it will be seen into the package type. Next, we have out enter number of packs, which will be seen into the packs. Then for the line 52 until 71, it is a process. This process is selection, which is the customer will choose what types of package they want. We use if, else if, and else. For the first, if the customer want package A, the price will be 12 and will be 11, and the package name will be standard. For if the customer want the package type B, the price will be 18 and the package type will be deluxe. The package name will be deluxe. And if the customer want the package C, the price will be 22 and the package name will be premium. But if the user enter anything beside A, B, C, it will go to the else, which will see out invalid package type, and then continue. This mean it will be asking back what package type the user want until the user or customer enter a correct code.
This section of our code handles two critical tasks. First, calculating the total order cost using the calculate total function. We also generating a receipt and allowing user to add more orders with a loop. First, we call calculate total to compute the subtotal, tax and final price. The function take these parameters: price, tax, subtotal which is passed by reference, and lastly tax also passed by reference. The result is stored in total, which is then saved to the total order array for record keeping. We use the array total order to store each order's total and order count tracks how many orders are made. This ensures we can review all order later if needed. Next, we print a detailed receipt using cout. For customer details, there's name and package type. Cost breakdown, there's subtotal, tax 4% and total. We also formatting fixed set precision tool. It ensures prices show 2 decimal places. The do while loop asks user if they want to add another order. It repeats if they enter Y. The order count hasn't exceeded the array size max. Next is to calculate the total price, average, highest and lowest order from a list of customer orders. First, I declare several float variables, which is sum, average, highest and lowest. These are used to store the total price of all orders, the average price, the highest order and the lowest order. Next, I set the initial value of lowest and highest to the first element of the total order array. This is important because we will use this value to compare with the rest of the order. Then, I use a loop to go through each order using I as the index. In every iteration, I do 3 things. Add the current order value to the sum. After the loop ends, I calculate the average by dividing the total sum by the n. I will explain a custom function called calculate total. This function is used to calculate the subtotal, tax and total amount for an order. This is the function header. It accepts 4 parameters, which is price, tax, subtotal and tax, which is also passed by reference to store the calculated tax. The function returns a float value representing the total amount. I declare a local variable called total, which will store the final result after adding the tax to the subtotal. This part does all the calculation. First, it calculates the subtotal by multiplying the price with the number of people. Then, it calculates the tax, which is 4% of the subtotal. Finally, the total is the sum of the subtotal and the tax. The function returns the total amount so that it can be used in other parts of the program.